the heart of Florida's great Northwest. It's radio. Indeed it is. This is Pat Crawford, hoping you'll stay with us for the next 90 minutes or so of music and conversation here aboard our stage studio, located in the beautiful Museum of Commerce in the heart of the historic Pensacola Village. And what a great audience we have tonight. Give yourselves a big hand. Come on now. You cannot buy an audience like this, I tell you that right now. Fantastic, fantastic. We have a great show for you tonight. We've got, everybody that's on the show tonight has been on before, so it's nice to have them back. Good homecoming. We're going to start out with a lady that I love having on this show. Had her daddy on this show many times over the years. But as a card-carrying member of the South Austin music scene, Grace Pettis has amassed a bragging rights to spare. She signed a multi-year publishing deal earlier this year with BMG Music and is fresh on the heels of 2 official South by Southwest showcases, both as a solo artist and as a member of Nobody's Girl, Austin's newest songwriter supergroup. She's the winner of many of the nation's most prestigious songwriting contests, including the Kerrville New Folk Contest and NPR's Mountain Stage New Song Contest, where she also took Best Song honors. Her songs have been recorded by other esteemed artists, including former state musician of Texas, Sarah Hickman, and 3-time Grammy-nominated blues artist Ruthie Foster. Her self-released, fan-funded studio albums have garnered praise from critics, fans, and the industry alike. Her most recent recordings include Blue Star in a Red Sky and Waterline, the debut release of the trio Nobody's Girl. Please join me in welcoming Grace Pettis.
Man, it's great to be back. I love this town. How y'all doing? Cool, me too. I'm in a great mood. This is a song I wrote with my friend Megan Burt. She's a fabulous songwriter out of Colorado. We met at Kerrville at that folk festival. And I'm not really sure what she thinks about when she plays this song, but I think about music. Haven't you seen me? Haven't you heard? Haven't you noticed I'm slurring words, swinging at nothing, shivering cold? Heaven help me like a lightning bolt, 'cause somehow I have to find it in me. 1, 2, 3. Pick me up, carry me on my way. Pick me up until my dying day. Pick me up whenever I fall back down. Pick me back up when I hit the ground. 'Cause you're never fighting pound for pound, but you keep your fist up for another round. And I'm gonna take it and ask for more, even down here from the floor. Biding my time and taking my licks. 4, 5, 6. Pick me up, carry me on my way. Pick me up until my dying day. Pick me up whenever I fall back down. Pick me back up when I hit the hold on, 'cause you have to. Keep on, 'cause you can. Over and over again. Pick me up, carry me on my way. Pick me up until my pick me back up when I hit the ground. Thank you. Thanks so much. Well, I've recently got to do a lot more writing, which is really a dream come true. I got a job as a songwriter, and you know, I didn't even know that job still existed, so that's pretty cool. I got to peel the Uber and Lyft stickers off my car, you know. But this is one I wrote with my friend Gary Nicholson out in Nashville. And I'm one of those Jesus kids still, somehow. But I got to thinking one day about how most of the people that I really admire the most happen to be atheists. Yeah. And I was like, that's an interesting paradox, you know? But I got to thinking about it, and I think what it is as a Christian, you have this great incentive every day to get up and try to be a good person. Because it's, you know, there's a reward system in place. But, you know, if you have faced, you know, your existential crisis, and you're like, there's nothing. We turn into dirt. And then you wake up on the other end of that, and you decide to be a good person anyway. That's pretty dang heroic. Don't we all want to know where we go when we die? Is it just dust to dust or a home in the sky? Does it make a difference how we live our lives? Doesn't matter. Can anybody say, is there a way to do it right? Do we live for tomorrow or just make it through the night? When do we surrender? When do we fight for something better? When nobody's listening, what do you want to say? What thoughts are you thinking in the quiet of the day? And who do you want to be when nobody's watching? 'Cause it's hard to see clear through the fear in our hearts. Isn't it how we live in spite of it that shows us who we are? The choices that we make, stumbling in the dark for the light switch. When nobody's listening, what do you want to say? What thoughts are you thinking in the quiet of the day? And who do you want to be when nobody's watching? If there's nobody up there looking down on us soul, and no one to judge us if we fly or if we fall, then who do you want to be when nobody's watching. Who do you want to be when nobody's watching?
Thank you. Thanks. Well, I want to try out a brand new song. I was playing it for a while, and then I stopped playing it because I needed to rewrite it some. So this is its grand reopening. Yeah, and this is a song I wrote for a friend of mine. She's from Oklahoma, and it's called Oklahoma.
Designer jeans, sunglasses, your Oklahoma breezing in. You got your makeup on, what passes for a never known trouble grin. No one would ever know, ever know. You don't tell them so, tell them so. Your life's been a lifetime movie. Your life's been a country song. It's been a fight just to keep on moving, proving the bad hands wrong. It's been tooth and nail for any good thing, throwing back every punch life throws you. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Things that the nice folks don't speak of. When blood is thicker than tears, rolling into the reunion like a thundercloud, just to show them that you're still here. And now you're headed out for higher ground. Yeah, you're pushing 80, blowing town. Your life's been a lifetime movie. Your life's been a country song. It's been a fight just to keep on moving, proving the bad hands wrong. It's been tooth and nail for any good thing, throwing back every punch life throws you. Oklahoma, 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 born and bred, ready to run. Oklahoma, everyone said, forgot where she came from, but you never will you? Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Grace Pettis. Thank you, Grace. And she will be back with us in the second half of the program. And the program is Radio Live, coming to you live from the Museum of Commerce in the historic Pensacola Village, and broadcast on WUWF 88.1 FM. We are listener-supported radio. from the University of West Florida. All right, my next guest is, he was last here in 2015. We were talking about it today, and it's time flies. It's nice to have him back with us tonight. Dave Nachmanoff cut his musical teeth touring, accompanying, and recording with his songwriting hero Al Stewart for more than 15 years. During that period and beyond, he's recorded a dozen albums and performed thousands of shows, ranging from living room concerts to the Royal Albert Hall. Oh, and he also found time to pick up a doctorate in philosophy along the way. He has shared the stage with a long list of legendary musicians, including the likes of Alison Krauss, Steve Forbert, Firefall, John Wesley Harding, and the blues legend Libba Freight Train Cotton. He's currently touring the country in support of his most recent recording, Cerulean Sky, heralded by many as his best yet. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dave Nachmanoff.
Thank you so much. It's great to be back. You guys are an amazing audience. I remember from last time. Yeah. Live. I love it. So you guys are such good listeners. You hang on every word, and I love that because we that write the words care, and that's why we write them. We want you to hear them. But I also like it when the audience makes a little noise, too. So I'm going to start this set with a song that's on a very new recording, Cerulean Sky, that he was talking about there, which has kind of a Bo Diddley beat. So if you like to clap your hands, you can get this kind of... Can you do that? Can you do it? Clap, 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 clap. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now, the only thing is, if you do that while I'm singing, you're not going to hear the words too well. So if you do it in between when I'm singing, it'll work great. That's it. I won the parent lottery. My parents were so good to me. In a safe and prosperous place, I grew up in a time of peace. Like every child, I had my fears, but they stood by me through the years. And in time I came to realize not everybody lives a life of ease. It was an accident of birth. How much a life is worth in a particular time and place. It was nothing that I deserved, but it's really such a mystery where we land in human history. It's only just an accident of birth. If I'd been born some years before, I might have been sent off to war in a different time or place. I could have been a peasant or a slave, but I never had to do without or suffer famine's angry drought. And if you go back far enough, I might have grown up living in a cave. It was an accident of birth. How much a life is worth in a particular time and place. Well, it was nothing that I deserved, but it's really such a mystery where we land in human history. It's only just an accident of birth. Let's get those hand claps going. She grew up 15 miles away. Our stories are like night and day. The daughter of an addict, on the streets abandoned and abused. And though she's learned to rise above a life so hard of little love, if she had another chance, you know this wouldn't be the life she'd choose. It was an accident of birth. How much a life is worth in a particular time and place. Well, it was nothing that she deserved. But it's really such a mystery where we land in human history. It's only just an accident of birth. Oh, it's only just an accident of birth. All right. All right, so this next song doesn't require any special rhythmic expertise. You don't have to clap your hands. But if you want to sing, feel free to join in. It wasn't written as a sing-along, but for some reason people started doing that, and every time I do it, people usually seem to jump in. So if you get the hang of it, just jump in. I have two younger brothers. They're both slackers. I needed a band when I was growing up because I'm the oldest of the three. So I made the middle one learn the drums and the youngest one learn the bass. And for a while we had a trio, but then we all went off to college and got busy doing other things, and now one of them's a federal judge and the other one's a screenwriter and a film director in Hollywood. So I can't afford them as my band anymore. Yeah, they've moved on to bigger things. But the middle one, Jeffrey, when he was in college, he spent a year traveling with a circus, with a family circus in New England, working as a roustabout, which is like a roadie for the circus. And some years later, he did that, and that was his senior thesis. He basically interviewed the people in the circus and took pictures. So some years that I was traveling down here in Florida, in the Tampa area, and I'd never been in this part of the world before, and I was looking at a map, and I saw Gibsonton on the map. So being a guitar player, I was curious about Gibsonton. What's that all about? And the people I was staying with said, that's where the circus people go in the winter. So I started thinking about Jeffrey working as a roustabout and the stories he told me from the circus, and this was the result. It's called Say Goodbye to the Elephants. The clown sits in the corner, wipes the grease paint off his face. By Tuesday afternoon, the lot will hardly hold a trace. Just some cotton candy mingled with the sawdust. Just an echo of the weekend's rowdy din. Now the roustabouts have put the tents and poles back on the trucks. The orangutan is looking like a bum down on his luck. The flatbed trucks are staggering with the canvas, and they're heading down to Gibsonton again. Say goodbye to the elephants, put away the trapeze, all the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. They'll scatter with the breeze, scatter with the breeze. Well, I first met Bill and Joni was in the spring of '84. I was living at the mission like I'd often done before. They came looking for some muscle for the summer. I was shaky, but they got me on my feet. And then the circus troupe became a second family to me. I was working with the lions by the spring of '93. Those big cats never really were as scary as the things I saw while living on the street. Say goodbye to the elephants. Here we go. Say goodbye to the elephants. Put away the trapeze. Put away the trapeze. All the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. All the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. They'll scatter with the breeze. They'll scatter with the breeze. They'll scatter with the breeze. Now those winters in New England can be cold enough to freeze, when the turnpike's slick with ice and the wind cuts through the trees. The cats and I play nightclubs and casinos, but my heart is really waiting for the spring, when I know I'll hear the phone ring, I'll hear Bill's familiar voice. Then he'll ask me if I'll meet him, like I've really got a choice. And then we'll pull into some town and raise the big top, and all summer we'll make magic in the ring. Say goodbye to the elephants. Put away the trapeze. Put away the trapeze. All the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. All the jugglers, clowns, and acrobats. They'll scatter with the breeze. They'll scatter with the breeze. Thanks so much. All right. Well, as Pat mentioned, I am actually Dr. Dave, and I have these strange life of having been a instructor in philosophy before I became a full-time traveling musician, sort of an odd combination. For years I tried to keep it out of the songs as much as I could, but a couple years ago I kind of went a little nuts, and I decided to embrace the past instead of trying to run from it. So I recorded what was essentially a concept album. It's called Spinoza's Dream, and every track on the record relates to a different philosopher from the history of Western philosophy. Yeah, which seems like a really great commercial idea. Not. But the cool thing about it is you don't have to know anything about philosophy to enjoy the songs. If you do, you can dig a little deeper and find stuff in there, but if you don't, it doesn't matter. But I always wanted to write a song on this next topic, because when I was an undergraduate studying Aristotle, I read a treatise that he wrote on what's called akrasia, which is the Greek word for the weakness of the will. And I always thought, if the weakness of the will isn't songwriting territory, I don't know what is. So this is a little Aristotelian swing jazz type tune. It's called Temptation. You lay on the table glistening, so tempting, inviting, and warm. My mouth starts to water with longing. You're elegant, perfectly formed, with white chocolate frosting and dark chocolate kiss. Though you're 500 calories, I can't resist. I know that it's bad, but it looks so good. And it's not always easy to do what we know that we should. The bartender offers a refill. I've already had 3 or 4. But nobody would be the wiser if I just had 1 or 2 more. And it sure sounds like fun and would feel so nice, but I know that tomorrow I'll pay such a price. I know that it's bad, but it tastes so good. And it's not always easy to do what we know that we should. And there's many a slip twixt the cup and the lip, and there's many the mighty have fallen. And it's hard to predict if you'll crumple or stand when the lure of seduction comes calling. The Greeks used to call it akrasia, the weakness of the will. They too struggled with their temptations, and it seems like we're struggling still when we toss and we turn through the long sleepless night like a battle inside, trying to do what is right. I know that it's bad, but it feels so good. Come on now. It's not always easy to do what we know that. It's not always easy to do what we know that we should. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave. Dave Nachmanoff, and he will be back with us also in the second half of the program. We do this the first Thursday of every month live down here in the Museum of Commerce, and then we rebroadcast Best of RadioLives on subsequent Thursday nights on WUWF. There's also other ways you can listen to it. We have this available as a podcast, which you can access by going to wuwf.org/podcast. And you'll find it amongst many podcasts that we have on the station as well. And we're on YouTube. So lots of ways to enjoy the show many more times than just the time you're here. But the live experience is the best. I think that you all would agree, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Now, our next guest, although I booked this act several months ago, but little did I know that it would coincide so closely with Ken Burns' great documentary on country music. And after I watched the documentary, I said, boy, this is the perfect time to have these folks on, just because of what they do, which is awesome. Heralded as the honky-tonk queen of New Orleans, Kim Carson was born in Oklahoma, raised in Texas, and lives now in New Orleans. Her brand of Louisiana tonkabilly is heavily influenced by country music legends, many who were featured in Ken Burns' documentary. She performs her original songs with some classic twang. She's been named Best Country Artist by the readers of Offbeat magazine 8 times. She and her band, The Real Deal, have performed 21 times at the prestigious Jazz and Heritage Festival in New Orleans and many festivals across the South. They regularly play roadhouses and honky-tonks from Lukenbach, Texas to our own Floribama, as well as European tours. The Real Deal includes Will Darville, a.k.a. Buckshot Willie, on fiddle and vocals, Dwight Breland on pedal steel guitar, and I might want to add, I have waited for this moment for 32 years. We've been doing this show for 32 years. I have wanted to have a pedal steel guitar on this show. Never had it before tonight. Awesome. And Mike Sollers on drums. Please welcome Kim Carson and The Real Deal.
Thank you, Pat. It's always such a pleasure to be here at Radio Live and have people up close. This is wonderful for us. So here's a little honky-tonk song that I wrote, and it's the title cut of one of my CDs. I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. I thought I had more hurt than one poor heart can take. Well, I thought I'd love you just a little, but that was my mistake. I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. My heart's been torn up, it's beaten and bruised, it's been battered and tattered, shattered right in two. Well, I know love's a gamble, it's a roll of the dice, but it's not so bad to lose if you don't pay the price. I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. I thought I had more hurt than one poor heart can take. Well, I thought I'd love you just a little, but that was my mistake. I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. I've bet my heart on love time and time again. Well, if they crowned a heartbroken fool, I think I could win. I thought I had lost all feeling in this callous heart of mine. When you came along and broke in one more time, I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. I thought I had more hurt than one poor heart can take. Well, I thought I'd love you just a little. That was my mistake. I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. I didn't know I had enough heart left to break. Thank you very much. We're going to let the pedal steel player play bass for a moment. It's hard to get out from under all of this. I like to write upbeat, fun, drinking songs, but this isn't one of them. This is something a little different. You know, a friend of mine in Nashville said, when the sun's shining, write a sun song, but when the rain comes, write a rain song. So I was feeling down when I wrote this one. It's called Missing You. Well, it's all right. It's okay. I know that I'm not always gonna feel this way, but for now, I have to say I'm missing you. I'm missing you every time I see the ocean. I'm missing you when I come home at night. I'm missing you, but I kinda have a notion one day soon it'll be alright, and I won't be missing you. When I met you, I thought I'd found my partner. Well, you were my hero, there was nothing you couldn't do. But time on the road made it so much harder to stay in your heart so you could be true. And I'm missing you. I'm missing you every time I see the ocean. Missing you when I come home at night. I'm missing you, but I kinda have a notion one day soon it'll be alright, and I won't be missing you. Can't give you all my love and share you with another, or cry over losing something I've never owned. If I'd known a storm was coming, I would have run for cover. Now I'm stranded in the middle. I won't go back, but I can't move on, and I'm missing you. I'm missing you every time I see the ocean. I'm missing you when I come home at night. I'm missing you, but I kinda have a notion one day soon it'll be alright, and I won't be missing you. But I'm alright. it's okay. I know that I'm not always gonna feel this way, but for now, I have to say, I'm missing you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. And after Pat saying all those nice things about pedal steel, I'm going to make him play guitar. We'll be sure he gets lots of pedal steel time in the next set, yeah. Well, you know, after Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, I went down to Nancy Buchan, my fiddle player at the time, had a place in Costa Rica. She said, it's not rented, so come on down and let's play. And, you know, we lost everything, but we didn't feel so sad about it. We were feeling all this love coming from across the world. You know, people were sending donations to help get our PA system back up and, you know, things like that. And, you know, we had food, we had shelter, we had all we needed, really. And I got down to Costa Rica, and I met this stray dog. And he was happy as he could be. And his name was Buddy Johnson. He was the four-legged mayor. He was a community dog. He was the four-legged mayor of this little town in Costa Rica. And he was the coolest thing, and I'd never met a dog with a last name before. And I thought, wow. So I went back, I was staying in Houston, and I went back and wrote this song about him. But it's really about all of us that go through hard times in our life when we depend on others to kind of, you know, give us a little something, give us a little love to get us back on our feet. And my name is Buddy Johnson. Sure, it's nice to meet you. Well, I don't have a job except to hang around here and greet you. And I don't have a home, but I'm happy just the same. Everybody around here knows my name. Well, my name is Buddy Johnson. And my name is Buddy Johnson. I don't have a family, but I meet nice people and they look after me. I don't have no possessions, but I'm winning the game. I'm proud of what I got, and all I've got is my name. Well, my name is Buddy Johnson. You can call me Buddy Johnson. Go ahead and call me. Now it's true, I might be homeless. Some folks think it's sad, but I've got a better life than most people ever had. I spend my days on the beach and my nights under the stars. For fun in the evening, well, I might go and chase some cars. My name is Buddy Johnson. I'm a straight dog on the street. I don't beg, but if you offer, well, I'll have a bite to eat. Don't try to fence me in. I don't want to be tied down. I go where I go. I hear my name all over town. They're calling, hey, Buddy Johnson. Oh, there goes Buddy Johnson. And my name is Buddy Johnson. Sure, it's nice to meet you. Well, I don't have a job except to hang around here and greet you. And I don't have a home, but I'm happy just the same. Everybody around here knows my name. Well, my name is Buddy Johnson. Where you at, Buddy Johnson? Pura Vida, Buddy Johnson. Come on, Buddy Johnson. Let's go watch the sun set at the beach. Dwight Breland. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Cam and Dan. Woo. That's some good. That got the audience moving, that's for sure. They too will be back with us in the second half of the program. The program is Radio Live. Support for Radio Live comes from the Hilton Pensacola Beach Gulfront, also from the Pensacola Historic Trust, and the largest support that we get for this program comes from our Radio Live 25. We love our Radio Live 25 folks. If you want to find out about becoming a Radio Live 25, talk to me after the show. But in the meantime, they're all identified by their lanyards that they're wearing that identifies them as Radio Live 25 people. And of course, being conscious of personal space, I encourage you to hug everybody that you see wearing one of those lanyards tonight in a correct manner. Okay? How about that? Meanwhile, once again, we have our sweet friend, Grace Pettis.
Thank you. Well, I would like to do a song that I wrote with some friends of mine that live here in Pensacola. They're in a band called McDean, and I'm going to stare at them and embarrass them. For those of you in our radio audience can't see this, but those of you here in the room. They are a truly great up-and-coming songwriting duo, and they've got incredible harmonies. They're just great people. We love to write together. And, you know, I'm looking around here, and there's a good crowd here tonight. And I'm just thinking, you know, if you all went to their shows and followed them on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, like, you could help them have a fighting chance in this crazy music, you know, business world. So please do that. You know, please support your own, because they're hometown heroes, and they're great. And I'd also like to dedicate this song to a lady back there named Ruthie, who is wearing a cool hat. And she was at a show the other night, a McDean show, and I'm going to dedicate it to her because they told me, they were like, this is Ruthie. She comes to every one of our shows, rain or shine. She's there. She's supporting us. She's always in the crowd. She always makes us feel like $1 million. So if there were 1,000 more Ruthies in the world, it'd be a better place. This is a song we wrote together, me and McDean. We got to thinking about how millennials get such a bad rep. There's a lot of articles in like Forbes and magazines like that blame a lot of things on millennials. I think it has something to do with avocado toast, which I did in fact eat today. We had avocado toast. It was delicious. And you know what? We're still pretty cool.
Particle dust, carbon frames holding us, zodiac signs, making patterns in our minds. All our guiding stars are dead 1 million years, 1 billion miles away. Nothing to prove we're enough. It's our turn now to mess things up, and we'll never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. So try the world on, see if it fits. This moment right now is all that there is. Never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. Never get it back. Never gonna get it back, get it back. Never get it back. Never gonna get it back, get it back. They say don't break the glass here. unless it's an emergency. But after this past year, don't you think, why shouldn't we? Can we all agree it's you and me that make and break the rules? Nothing to prove except to us it's our turn now to mess things up, and we'll never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. So try the world on, see if it fits. This moment right now is all that there is. Never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. Never get it back. Never gonna get it back, get it back. Never get it back. Never gonna get it back, get it back. We're not bodies at rest at all. We grow and we change till we evolve, and the way things are can only take us so far. Nothing to prove, we're enough. It's our turn now to mess things up, and we'll never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. So try the world on, see if it fits. This moment right now is all that there is. Never get it back, never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. Try the world on, see if it fits. This moment right now is all that there is. Never get it back, never get it back, never get it back. Never get it back. Never gonna get it back, get it back. Never get it back. Never gonna get it back. Thanks. I'm always out of breath when I sing that song, but I love it. Well, I'm from two places simultaneously. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and also this tiny little town in Alabama called Mentone. There's about 344 people that live there, according to Wikipedia. And we all went to high school in the town in the valley, Fort Payne. I don't know if you guys know Fort Payne. But this is a song I wrote for a good friend of mine. His name's Landon. And we were best friends, in fact, in high school. And then he came out right after high school. He's gay. And it didn't go great, as you might imagine, in an Alabama town of 344 people. But, you know, and I wasn't really great. You know, it wasn't a shining moment for me. And in fact, I spent a lot of years sort of regretting the way that I handled it. And writing this song and rewriting this song. So we're good now. We're cool now. And, you know, life is long, but life is short. So I'm going to send this out there to anybody who is owed an apology that's a long time coming, that maybe will never come. And I'm going to send it out to anybody who owes somebody an apology. Life is short. From the day we met, it was never the same. We're the mascot at the football game. Big brown eyes in a wildcat suit, hugging your knees outside the classroom. Favorite child, a single mother. Loved you more than a boyfriend, more than a brother. The way you drove yourself to church every Sunday. We swore we'd make it out of this town one day. And I called you a sinner. Ain't no sin bigger, and there ain't one damn thing wrong with you. As far as I can tell, no, there ain't no hell much worse than the one I put you through. I knew nothing about love, Landon. Well, you carried your cards close to your vest, and you buried your heart inside your chest, and you hid it from the ones that loved you best, 'cause you knew none of us could pass that test. And then I called you a sinner. Ain't no sin bigger, and there ain't one damn thing wrong with you. As far as I can tell, no, there ain't no hell much worse than the one we put you through. What were we so afraid of? Was afraid of that word, afraid of all I'd heard, afraid of that phone call. Was afraid I never knew you at all. So I called you a sinner. Ain't no sin bigger, and there ain't one damn thing wrong with you. I know I can't make amends, but believe me, I'm still your friend. I know I owe you the truth. I miss you so much, Landon. From the day we met, I was never the same.
Well, how about those other acts on here tonight? Pretty great. Pretty amazing. David and Kim, oh my gosh. That song about the dog, I think McDean wants to cover that song now. Nicole was like, we're covering that. So that's cool. Well, I was talking today to my brother about this town called Nashville. You guys familiar with this place? It's a crazy town. I tried to live there for like a year. That was about as long as I could hack it, exactly 1 year. But I was there recently a few years ago, like 2 years ago with my guitar player, Callaway Rich, and we were kind of crashing Americana Fest because we didn't get in, but we were like, let's go anyway. So we went, and we just decided to write this song for Nashville. We've been talking a bunch to my brother and to McDean about Nashville, and it's, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with Nashville. I love to hate it. I hate to love it. It's, you know. So anyway, this song is straight from the heart. It's called Give Me All Your Money, Nashville. I wrote it with my guitar player, Callaway Rich.
Well, my neighbor's cousin works on Music Row. He said he'd maybe try to catch a show, and I'm raring to go, working for the money in Nashville. Well, upon my watch for a Gretsch guitar, got hair as big as an Opry star. Come real far, coming for your money, Nashville. Now, Nashville, give me all your money, all your money. That's your part. All your money. Give me all your money, give me all your money, Nashville. Then you give me all your money. Burning holes in your pocket, moving hotter than a rocket, and I can't stand still. Come on, honey, give me all your money, Nashville. 'Cause I followed Willie Nelson here. I'm an import just like Lone Star beer. Broadway premiere, throw your money in the bucket, Nashville. You can call me Americana Country too. Just call me for the gig when the check comes through. This song's for you and your money, Nashville. Now, Nashville, give me all your money, all your money. I mean all your money. Give me all your money, Nashville. Burning holes in your pocket, moving hotter than a rocket, and I can't stand still. Come on, give me all your money, Nashville.
Well, I need the real deal up here. It's too bad we didn't think this through. I could use a fiddle solo right about now. Ah, dang it. You guys can all hear it in your heads anyway.
Give me all your money, all your money. I mean all your money, all your money. Give me all your money, Nashville. Burning holes in your pocket, moving hotter than a rocket, and I can't stand still. Come on, Nashville. Yeah, come on, honey, give me all your money, Nashville.
Thank you, Grace. Grace Pettis. All right, I want to remind you all over here tonight, we have a merchandise table over there under the hanging guitar that has all kinds of good stuff from these artists, and it's a chance for you to take a piece of them home with you. And so you might want to check that out on your way out tonight because that helps them with their livelihood. And as I've said many times more, if the artists that come on this show had to survive based on what we pay, they wouldn't make it. So we want them to sell some CDs and other items while they're here. So please check that out on your way out tonight. I need to remind you listening at home or wherever you are tonight that this is Radio Live. We come to you live from the Museum of Commerce on the first Thursday of every month. We'd love to have you be a part of this live audience because you can't beat it. And we would certainly encourage you to make one of the shows. Tickets go on sale tomorrow for next month's show in December. And you can find your tickets at www.org. Just click on the Radio Live logo, and it'll get you right where you need to be. And once again, we've got our friend, Dr. Dave Nachmanoff.
Thank you. When the horses go down to the water at night, when the moon silhouettes the pelican's flight, will you promise to meet me by the phosphorus light? In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. Now my hunger's as sharp as the salt in the air, cuts a trail through the night like a comet of flare. On the dunes in the distance, catch a glimpse of your hair. In the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. Yes, and far away the steel drum plays, the sound tumbles over the breeze, and the palm trees sway just like dancers in the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. Now we're rolling together down deep in the sand, and I feel you respond to the touch of my hand, and you're slick as the seals that come up on the land. In the glow of the midnight sea, come on now. In the glow of the midnight sea. Yes, and far away the steel drum plays, the sound tumbles over the breeze, and the palm trees sway just like dancers in the glow of the midnight sea, in the glow of the midnight sea. And I wonder how many small diamonds it takes to light up the water like the love that we make. And I'll hold you till morning, or whenever you wake, 'cause you glow like the midnight sea. Yes, you glow like the midnight sea. Thanks so much. All right. The Midnight Sea. I couldn't really resist playing that here in Pensacola. It just seemed like I had to do it, right? A rare song about dinoflagellants, which I know that sounds really rude or kinky or something, but actually it's the little tiny animals in the water that glow when you stir them up, cause the phosphorescence. Always wanted to write a song with dinoflagellants somewhere in them. So, finally did. So this next one is a song that was actually written for my wife, Jen. She had a significant birthday a couple of years ago, and I realized it had been a while since I'd written her a song. We've been married just over 30 years, which seems kind of, woo! Considering how much time I spend on the road, it's really like we've been married 5 years, practically newlyweds. But, you know, I wrote her this song, and I was in the process of working on this record called Cerulean Sky, which took a very long time to make. I had a vocal injury last year, and that slowed the whole thing down. But I got it done, and while I was working on the record, I wrote this song, and people started saying, "Is that going to be on the new record?" And I said, "No, I wrote it for my wife. It's just for Jen." But I said, "Jen, is it okay if I record it?" She's like, "Oh, it's fine." So it wound up on the new record after all. It's a good one to play at this time of year. It's called Autumn. Leaves are turning from green to brown. When the wind picks up, they'll come tumbling down. Put the quilts upon the bed as the winter's drawing near, and we move into the autumn of the year. The kids are growing, and it won't be too long as the birds will leave the nest. They will soon be gone, but I'll put my arms around you, and you know you needn't fear, as we move into the autumn of our years. When we met, you were apple-cheeked, and I was oh so green. Now we shared half a lifetime, the good times and the lean. Like a fruit that's gently ripened, you're the one I hold so dear, as we move into the autumn of our years. As we move into the autumn of our years. Time's traces on your face, now my beard has gone to gray. Memories together, no one can take away. Like the young girl that I married, your eyes still shine so clear, as we move into the autumn of our years. When we met, You were apple-cheeked and I was oh so green. Now we've shared half a lifetime, the good times and the lean. Like a fruit that's gently ripened, you're the one I hold so dear. As we move into the autumn of our years, not the winter, just the autumn of our years. As we move into the autumn of our years.
Thanks so much.
All right. I think I got time for just one more. It's been a privilege and a pleasure to play for you guys once again here and to share the stage with Grace and Kim and her wonderful band, Dwight, Mike, and Will. You guys are all fantastic players. Yeah. So I'll end with a song of thanks. I have a mailing list over there. I have a gift for you. If you sign the mailing list, I know you guys are all going to be in a hurry to go home tonight, but before you leave, just take one moment, sign the mailing list, and you'll get a pic that has my website on it. So that way, if you like what you're hearing, you'll know where to go if I come back to town. And if you don't like what you're hearing, you'll know where to avoid. So either way, hedge your bets and sign the list. So this is a little song of thanks. It's called Grateful. Grateful for the sun that warms this valley, for the flowing of the water and the wind. I'm grateful for the cool of summer evenings, and every time the morning comes again. Sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. Try with me. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my family that surrounds me, and the joy of all the time we have to spend. I'm grateful for my teachers and their wisdom, and my ever-growing company of friends. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. And I know there will be struggles yet to come. Still I have to smile. And I know our time is short, but I'm glad to be part of the dance for a while. I'm grateful for this gift of sharing music, for the fragrance and the sweetness of the wine. I'm grateful for the bounty at our table, and the sparkle of my lover's eyes that shine. But sometimes I forget, so for now I'd like to say I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. One more. I'm grateful for this day. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Dave Nachmanoff. Thank you, Dave. All right. Yeah. You're listening to Radio Live. If you are enjoying tonight's show and you're dying to hear it again as soon as possible, this will be available as a podcast probably in about 2 days. And all you need to do is go to wuwf.org/podcast, and it'll take you right to the page where we have this program and all the recent programs that we've done available as audio podcasts. Now, if you want to relive it totally in full color, and you can watch the video, you're going to have to wait about 3 weeks or so between shows for that. We're about a month behind on our videos, but we do have videos on our YouTube channel of all the previous programs we've done over the past several years, actually. And you can find that on YouTube. Just search for WUWF Radio Live, and you can watch the programs. And you can probably watch yourself if you sit on the front row every once in a while, because you usually get in the shots, and you may enjoy that. Or who knows? You may have had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the show, and you walk behind the artists. And people will see that forever and ever. It'll go on for life. You'll be in reruns. You'll be famous. All right. Are you all having a good time tonight? Is this great? Great energy? Well, we're not about to slow things down, because as those of you who are here can see, once again on stage, we've got Kim Carson and the real deal.
Thank you, Pat. Well, I grew up in southeastern Oklahoma and West Texas, and you know the old joke, we played both kinds of music, country and western. And but it affected more than my musical taste. You know, wherever you grow up, that's your stamp, and this was about growing up in Texas. 1, 2, 3, 4. I grew up in Texas, up in the high plains, in a town so small we knew everybody's names. Now I've lived around the country, Chicago to New Orleans, but I always feel more myself, it seems, in Texas. Oh, in Texas, in Texas. Texas, Texas, it's in the way I talk, it's in that little swagger when I walk. You know I'm always gonna hold my head up high. It's in the way I think, it's even in what I choose to drink. Tequila, I'm grounded, but I'm reaching toward the sky. In every little thing that I do. Oh, you can leave Texas. You can leave Texas. Oh, you can leave Texas, but Texas will never leave you. Yeah, you can leave Texas. You can leave Texas. Oh, you can leave Texas, but Texas will never leave you. Oh, never leave you. Been blessed to travel the world, Switzerland and Germany, Austria, France and Spain, and Italy. Oh, and everywhere I go, I find good people there, you know. But I always feel more at home, it seems, in Texas. Oh, Texas, in Texas. Texas, Texas, it's in the way I dress. Boots and jeans suit me best, and I can get dolled up and pile my hair up high. It's in the way I pray. God, please bless the USA. I'm grounded, but I'm looking toward the sky. It's in every single thing that I do. Oh, you can leave Texas. You can leave Texas. Oh, you can leave Texas, but Texas will never leave you. Yeah, you can leave Texas. You can leave Texas. Oh, you can leave Texas, but Texas will never, ever, ever leave you. Thank you. How about this band? I call them the real deal for a reason. That's Buckshot Willie. On the drums, Michael Sollers. On that pedal steel and the guitar, Mr. Dwight Breland. That's the real deal. I had an all-girl band based in New Orleans, and I called them the Tipsy Chicks. Also a pretty heavy drinking band. But I wrote this song for the lady musicians, all the guitar playing girls who've ruined a $30 manicure on, on two songs. Gone. Here we go. A one, two, a one, two. Guitar playing girls can't have no manicure. Guitar playing girls can't have no man. Guitar playing girls can't buy much of anything. They're just getting by the best that they can. Guitar playing girls are never home. No, they're out every night singing in the bars. You can't hardly catch them on the telephone, 'cause they sleep all day like big rock stars. Guitar playing girls can't keep steady company. Guitar playing girls keep a steady beat. Guitar playing girls aren't much like Rachel Ray. There's never any time they don't cook, they heat. Guitar playing girls are like one of the guys that drink your whiskey all night long. And don't try to fool them with your sweet lies, 'cause they'll call you out when they think you're wrong. Guitar playing girls, all guitar playing girls. Guitar playing girls, yeah, guitar playing girls. Now guitar playing girls are tough as armadillos. Guitar playing girls aren't scared of a fight. Cooler than the other side of the pillow, and hotter than Houston when the time is right. Guitar playing girls have got something to say, or they'll sing a sad song when they're feeling that way. So hold them close and don't treat them wrong, 'cause you might just end up in a song. Yeah, you might just end up in a song. Guitar playing girls can't have no manicure. Guitar playing girls can't have no man. Guitar playing girls can't buy much of anything. They're just getting by the best that they can. I had a decision to make several years ago. I fell in love, and it became clear after 2 years. He lived out in California. One of us was going to have to move. And since he owned a surf shop, it was going to have to be me. And New Orleans is a hard place to move away from, you know. We play music 6 nights a week at the Bourbon Street Honky Tonk, and I knew if I moved out to California, I was going to be working in a surf shop 6 days a week and playing maybe twice a month. So I was planning on doing it, but here's how that deal came out. You know, I never write about good stuff that happens, but boy, there's lots to write about when it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Out in California right now, that's where I ought to be. I should be out in California right now, not this bar in New Orleans. Oh, I wanna go, I love him so much more than it seems. I should be out in California right now, I should be that man's wife. I moved him aside with this guitar, and it's not a half bad life. Oh, either way I win, either way I lose. Gotta give up something good no matter what I choose. I should be out in California right now. Ooh. I should be out in California right now. That's where I ought to be. I should be out in California right now. That's where I ought to be, yeah. Oh, if I'm gonna find a true love, this would be the one to last. But can't ride 2 horses, just one ass. I should be out in California right now. Yeah, yeah. California right now, I give up this life I know. I gotta leave my home and friends behind. I'm just trying to find money to go. Well, I didn't find it fast enough, and now he won't take my call. I guess he found him someone else. He didn't love me after all. I should be out in California right now. No, no. I should be out in California right now. That's where I ought to be. I should be out in California right now. That's where I ought to be, yeah. Night and day, but I betcha you don't ever think of me. Very much. If we've got time to squeeze in one more song. Thank you. Oh, he says.
No.
I'll take one of your thumb pictures.
Okay.
You Oh, man, look at this. How many drummers carry around guitar picks? That's why he's Michael Solis. That's for Dave. Well, I've got a CD called Classic Twang that I recorded with a lot of songs I grew up listening to, and this is one of my all-time favorites. I hope you like it, from Chris Christopherson. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do to deserve love in you? Kindness you've shown. Lord, help me, Jesus, I'm wasted. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Try me, Lord, if you think there's a way you can try to repay all I've taken from you. And maybe, Lord, I can show someone else what I've been through myself on my way back to you. Lord, help me, Jesus, I'm wasted. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Lord, help me, Jesus, I'm wasted. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Kim Carson and The Real Deal. All right. All good things must come to an end, and this is ours. But I want to thank our artists once again, Kim Carson and The Real Deal, Grace Pettis, and Dave Nachmanoff. Radio Live is a production of WUWF Public Media at the University of West Florida. Our technical director is Dale Regal. Our broadcast mix master tonight, Mr. Joe Vincenza. Our house sound is engineered by Tom Skinner. Master control this evening is being masterly controlled by Bob Barrett. Our videographers are Teresa Clark, Chuck Dunlap, and Ian Williams. Our video director is Quentin Williams. Our house managers are Trish Allison and Myra Quinones. Our stage manager is Catwoman Jenny McKeon. This is Pat Crawford reminding you to keep your mind on your drive-in, your heart on the coast, and your ears on public radio. Good night, everyone. See you next month.